This was a day like no other in American politics. It started with the House Speaker and Intelligence Committee Chairman warning President Trump not to intimidate witnesses in their impeachment inquiry. The president tweeted they're wasting their time on BS, but he used the long form. But the threat of subpoena seemed to raise his anger to a new level. Weijia Jiang was in the Oval Office today asking tough questions. Weijia, have we ever seen the president angry like this before?
Well, Nora, we have seen a frustrated President Trump plenty of times, but today he became visibly angrier as the day went on, both inside the Oval Office and at a press conference. He refused to answer questions, spewed falsehoods, and scolded reporters, creating an awkward situation for a visiting head of state who was by his side for all of it.
President Trump, how do you respond to concerns that you are putting the whistleblower's life in danger?
Well, the whistleblower was very inaccurate.
President Trump suggested the whistleblower should not be protected because the president said he or she is not legitimate.
He wrote a vicious conversation. In other words, he either got it totally wrong, made it up.
But your own DNI said the call transcript was consistent with the complaint. So should
No, he didn't say that. You have to take a look.
So we did.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm?
Under oath, Acting Director of National Intelligence Joseph McGuire said this about a summary of a call between the president and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky 1 day after the White House released it.
The whistleblower's complaint is in alignment with what was released yesterday by the president.
The complaint highlights Mr. Trump's request for Zelensky to investigate Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Democrats argue to uncover dirt for the 2020 election. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff pushed back on Mr. Trump's attacks.
The President of the United States asked that leader a favor, though. And no attack on the whistleblower or anyone else is going to change those underlying facts.
Today, President Trump punted a question about his motive during a joint press conference with Finland.
What did you want President Zelensky to do with regard to Joe and Hunter Biden?
Biden and his son are stone cold crooked, and you know it.
The question, sir, was what did you want President Zelensky to do about Vice President Biden and his son Hunter?
Are you talking to me?
The president also became agitated while refuting a New York Times report that he suggested law enforcement shoot migrants in the legs to slow them down. The Times wrote President Trump talked about fortifying a border wall with a water-filled trench stocked with snakes or alligators, and he wanted the wall electrified with spikes on top that could pierce human flesh.
It was a lie.
President Trump blasted the book as being fake because it's linked to what he calls a fake newspaper, the Washington Post. He went on to say the owner also owns Amazon, so there's a conflict of interest. But Nora, the authors of that book are reporters for the New York Times.
So he was wrong on that. I have to ask you, Weijia, because you've covered the president since the campaign. How was today different?
You know, Nora, he's wearing it on his face now. Before, perhaps he was milder and tried to control his anger, which we are visibly seeing in his words and as he talks to us. And sources say he is fired up and upset because this story is not going away. He even cut that press conference short and threatened to file a major lawsuit against people involved in the Russia investigation. And Nora, he's gone from calling the media the fake news to the corrupt news.
All right, Weijia, thank you.